Hey, welcome back to the alignment series. Next up is Cobra. Cobra is sometimes offered as an alternative to up dog, but it is its own posture and it has its own integrity and importance. So I'm going to offer you Cobra from the terms of like what we call baby Cobra up into a larger Cobra. And the biggest distinction between Cobra and up dog is that Cobra, you have your pelvis completely grounded. So your pelvis and pubic bone are on the ground versus up dog where your kneecaps and thighs are lifted. I'll do up dog in the next video, so check that out if you're looking to understand the difference between the two. But Cobra, again, is its own entity worth discussing. Go ahead and find your way to the mat and lower down onto your belly. Okay, so one of the biggest things about Cobra is that hand placement. Sometimes we do a posture called Sphinx, which is elbows underneath armpits. This is not that. Cobra, the hands are underneath the armpits, but really further back so that you're making about a right angle-ish, maybe a little bit in front of that with your hands, with your elbows, okay? Now the biggest thing here, you can put your forehead down if that's helpful so you're not straining your neck. You want to take your shoulders up to your ears and then up to the ceiling and then onto the back. So that almost feels like, to me, if I was to lift my head, that like I'm doing a slip and slide, like you're trying to get going on a slip and slide. So the hands are pulling back and the shoulder blades, the wingtips, your angel wings, your scapulas, call them whatever you like, are pulling onto the back. Now, for a lot of us, our feet want to turn out or in. Ideally, I guess I can get on my mat fully. Ideally, the toenails are pushing down. The legs are gently hugging the midline without gripping the booty. And then the shoulders, our heads are lifting and pulling away from the ears. So you're not up here, you're pulling away from the ears, and the hands are pulling back. So baby cobra to me is just barely any weight in your hands. Sometimes we call floating cobra where you pick your hands up. Good, place them back down. And then Cobra can be anywhere along the lines of the chest lifted. So before you want to lift any further, you want to make sure your hands are pulling back. Take a break if you need to. You can always put your head back down. It's a lot on the upper back. Shoulder blades are on the back, hugging together, but not making cleavage in the back. And then pushing through the toenails, pressing down through the pubic bone. So there's an anchoring in the back body. I'm just going to make sure that you're not overstressing or straining your low back. It should not feel like pain here. And you can inhale lift to like say 25 to 40% and come back down. Active legs, active toenails, shoulders away from ears, lift and lower. That's a great way to stretch the back. You can come up as much as you want, really. Cobra can be even all the way up with the pelvis really close to the ground. And the shoulders away from the ears. Good. My arms aren't going to go straight without my pelvis coming off the ground because of my anatomy. Yours might. And I can feel my legs swaying, so you're hugging in. You don't need to go that high. Cobra is here. So those of us looking for an alternative in a chaturanga to up dog, just take a baby cobra till you feel like that's enough, pulling the hands back, creating tension, legs on, and dropping your chest back down. Whew, make sure you do a counter pose after that. That's a back bend and you've been in it a while, so maybe a child's pose for a few breaths. Good. We're working in Cobra to get the chest broad, the shoulders on the back, and a reasonable back bend without pain. No sharp biting feelings in Cobra. If you are, pull your hands back more, and also just don't lift so high. Activate the legs, activate the low body, and maybe don't even hold, just come up and down, okay? So you can always just come up and down. This counts. This is Cobra. It's still a very active posture. Okay, watch those legs. They want to splay. Good. You got it. Good work. If you want to check in with Up Dog next, check out the next video. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate you following along. Throw questions in the comments and subscribe so you can keep up to date with all the alignment movies? Are these movies? Videos coming up. Thanks, you guys.